Hey guys, it's Lana here. I wanted to talk today just a little bit about co-ops. A co-op, a food co-op, it's food cooperative, and it's basically a consumer driven cooperative, rather than the decisions for the food production being decided by outside shareholders, like with a brand, like Dole or something like that. It's decided by the members of the co-op. So that's how a co-op works. And I just wanted to talk to you for a minute about what's so great about co-ops. If you're wanting to become self-sustainable, or at least get away from that need to go to the grocery store or the dependency on big business, corporate-owned produce, things owned by Monsanto, because they do own, a lot of the market, food market. If you're wanting to get away from that, then a co-op is a really good start. I mean, if you don't want to go all the way into, gardening and growing your own food, like we are, that's fine too. I would recommend being part of a co-op. Now, I'm going to show you this. This is what I got today. By the way, sorry about the flies, guys. They're like really bad today. Anyways, this is the box that I got today, this morning, from the co-op that I'm a part of. As you can see, it's a pretty large box, and it's full. And I paid $27 for everything in this box, which is really great because everything is organic, and I could go to the grocery store and get this same amount of food, all organic, for, I would say, roughly $50. But I paid $27, so I'll show you what's in here. I've got, well, it used to be a 5-pound bag of carrots, but it looks like my husband's already tapped into it. 5-pound bag of carrots. I should have got a lot more of these because it goes in a lot, but they had an overage on peaches, so I just got a few. We got 4 bundles of red beets. Each bundle has 3 large beets, so I have a dozen beets here. I got a lot of these because we juice them. And those are actually really expensive, usually in the grocery store. So I got 2 heads of broccoli. Looks like these were tapped into also, but I got 6 pounds of apples, 3 stalks of celery, 2 big bundles of kale, 4 pounds of sweet potatoes, and 4-pound bag of Valencia oranges. So, that's all I got. And like I said, I'd pay about $50 for this at the grocery store, which I actually just recently joined this co-op, so I know how much I normally spend on groceries at the grocery store. And this would definitely be close to $50. And a lot of this stuff's not even offered. Like the red beets, my local grocery store that I usually go to is H-E-B, because it's the cheapest and has the greatest variety of organic produce. But they don't offer stuff sometimes. I hardly ever see them carrying red beets. It's usually golden beets, and I like the red beets. So I'm really glad that the co-op has that. Now, the great thing about these co-ops is that you're paying such a small price because you're cutting out the middleman. A lot of farms that supply the grocery stores, they sell it to the grocery store, and of course the grocery stores jack up the prices because they're making a profit. So if you're cutting out the middleman and you're not going to the grocery store, then you're buying direct from the farm, you're buying wholesale, so you're getting a lot cheaper. And the way co-ops work, the one that is in my town, the town that I live in, that the way it works is that we actually they email us a list of all of the produce, and you decide what you want. Now, some stuff is sold by the pound, and some stuff is sold individually, and it says it listed there what's sold by pound, and you just put how many pounds you want, or how many you want, and then you can add it up to know how much it's going to cost you, and then you email it in, or you can take it directly to the store that they do it at, and then the following week, the same day following week, ours is a Tuesday, then you just go pick them up, and you have your sheet there with you, and you can just go and you get your stuff and weigh it, make sure you have all the right stuff, and then you pay for it. Now, I know there's a handful of co-ops in the greater Houston area, which I am in the greater Houston area, but I'm not downtown. So where I'm at, our co-op's a little bit different. But I know that one of the big co-ops in downtown, the way it works is they do it by the box. They'll have a large box and they have a small box, and you decide which you want. I don't know if they do it every other week. It may just be, I think it's twice a month, so I guess it's the same. But you decide which one you want, and you pay the fee for that size box, and then they just put stuff in it, and it's whatever they decide to put in it. It's going to be seasonal, so you don't ever know what you're going to get, really. I mean, you can kind of have some idea of what you're going to get, but you don't get to go and select what you want. You pay for the price of the box, that maybe it's $40 for a box, or you buy, an $80 box, a big box, or whatever. Then they just fill it full. I mean, they put a lot in there, so you're getting a lot of stuff. It's still worth the money, but you don't know exactly what you're going to get. Some people don't mind that. A lot of people don't mind that at all if they eat a good variety of fruits and vegetables anyway. I have a good friend who's part of that co-op, and she doesn't mind it a bit. She loves it. Me personally, I'm actually glad that the co-op in my town is a little bit different, because I prefer to choose what I want, because maybe there's something, maybe there's a vegetable I don't like, or maybe I need more of something this week or whatever, so I like that. I do want to add, however, really sorry about the flies. I do want to add, however, that if there is something that is not in season, you're just not going to get it. Sometimes they have a shortage on things, and if there's, usually when you go in, it'll say we have a shortage of these things, and we have an overage of these things. So if there's an overage, sometimes you may not even have ordered it, but you can get some because there's an overage. There's more than what people need, and you can get it spur of the moment. Even though you didn't say ahead of time you wanted that. But if there is a shortage, then they will usually ask you to not take as many as you had ordered, depending on how much of a shortage they had. And that's just how it is. But it's kind of usually that way in the grocery store too. Certain stuff is, when you're shopping organic, there's certain things that are just not in season, and that's just how it is. With co-ops, you usually pay a startup fee and a annual fee, and it's not a lot. The startup fee for the co-op I'm a part of was $20, and then I paid $10 a year to continue being part of the co-op, and it's well worth it, because obviously I'm getting everything I want for a fraction of the cost that I would in the grocery store. So it's definitely worth it in the long run to be part of the co-op. Also, just the fact that if you're like me and you're kind of wanting to get away from supporting a lot of the big business, big corporation, I'm not just completely against big business. I realize there's people out there who have built big businesses from the ground up, but you can't deny the fact that we got a big problem in our country with our country just being corporate owned, with the lobbyists and everything. It's corporate owned, and they decide a lot, and And I just feel like I personally want to get away from supporting that, and I'd rather support local businesses and small farms uh, through co-ops, or being aware of what organic businesses are not owned by big corporations, because now that there's kind of this organic movement, we got big corporations that are buying up smaller organic companies, and once again, you can't really trust them, you know. So if you're wanting to support, you know, locally owned farms and smaller organic farms, then becoming a part of a co-op is really a good way to start doing that. It's a great way to start doing that. So anyhow, that's some information about co-ops. I highly suggest you look into becoming a member of one. And if you're not really sure where co-ops are, where to join co-op, or which one to join, usually a simple Google search will point you in the right direction for the co-ops in your area. A lot of times you can go to local health food stores, or like Whole Foods store, or whatever, farmers markets, things like that, and you will always be able to find information on where you can become part of the co-op. So anyhow, hope that helps. Hope that helps kind of get you started and helps your pocketbook too, because obviously who doesn't like to save money? I love to save money. And get really good quality produce. So that's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe, to follow us, to see how we go about becoming self-sustainable. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Independently